Why is it like climbing Mount Everest to make a Batman movie?
Well, you know, the funny thing is, when you're a success, which, as you know, you've known me a long time, and I've been lucky that my films have found audiences, it looks so easy in hindsight, but at the beginning of this, I was the new director on the Batman franchise. I changed Batman to Val Kilmer. We didn't know if the audience... We didn't know if people wanted another Batman. And it also is a very complex movie logistically and an adventure. So it's like Mount Everest because you can fall and die at any second. Not as cold, though.
Welcome to the 4th episode of our special side series dedicated to my favourite superhero, Batman. Okay, well, I'm Stephen Nicholson.
And I'm Paul Nicholson.
And over the course of 10 shows, we're re-watching, critiquing and ranking all the Batman movies up to 2022's The Batman. So in the previous show, we discussed director Tim Burton's 1992 farewell to the Dark Knight, Batman Returns. Today, we don our shades to protect us from the neon lighting and colours as Joel Schumacher takes up the mantle for 1995's Batman Forever.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
In an uncertain world, in a chaotic time, justice wears a mask.
Your entrance was good. His was better.
Love is a game.
What is it about the wrong kind of man?
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car. Power is a machine.
Now you've devised a way to read men's minds.
By the way, I've seen your mind, freak.
And revenge is a trap.
You're a genius.
Riddler and Two-Face can make a pretty lethal combination. Train me, let me be your partner.
Who's your tailor?
But first,
let's meet our contestants.
Going down.
If the bat wants to play, we'll play.
Was that over the top?
Don't work too late.
You forgot the part where you kissed the girl.
The real game begins. Courage now. Truth always. Batman Forever.
Well, let's talk about Batman now. Now, this is kind of neat. You're playing Batman. This is exciting. How did this come about? Did they, because you're a pretty established star, did they call you? Do you have to go in and audition for this role, or how did that work?
No, it was the strangest experience about getting a job I've ever had because I had nothing to do with it. It was the first part of the oddness. And the second part, I was doing research for a movie I've been writing, an African love story, and I was in Africa. And coming out of the Kalahari Desert, Jeep broke down, so of course I called my agent to find out what was happening. I was on my way to do press for Tombstone in South Africa, where I started my trip with my partner, and called from the Kalahari Desert to ask what was up with the schedule. He said, we're not having this conversation. Another conversation I didn't have was if Michael Keaton doesn't want to do the movie again, would you like to be Batman? And I said, sure. And
that was pretty much it?
Then I asked him at what point the first conversation that he wasn't officially having yet happened, and went back in the journal, and I found that I'd been in Cave Full of Bats archaeological site on the day that they were having the meeting, which I...
So you actually are Batman.
Yeah.
Batman Forever is a great-looking movie, and it's entertaining, but somehow this series keeps on missing the boat. Batman is the most fascinating and mysterious of all the comic book superheroes, and he's about more than simply action and special effects and colorful villains. Batman Forever is basically just a very good-looking comic book movie, and I think Batman deserves more and better.
It's funny, I've been having a strange reaction to this picture. I liked it while I was watching it, and as soon as it was over, it didn't mean anything to me. And as the days have gone on, it's meant even less, if that's possible. I'm recommending the picture because I can't deny that while I was watching it, I thought the dialogue was very funny. I thought that Jim Carrey, sometimes he goes over the top, but that's Jim Carrey. And I thought also that Nicole Kidman those scenes were really appealing, and they do talk, they do hint at the fetishistic side, if you will, of Batman. There is a little bit of that going on there. So I'm sort of caught in the middle, but I liked it while I was watching it. The way that they juggle the 5 characters here is pretty impressive because they're all given enough screen time, except maybe Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, one thing that happens is that maybe because Jim Carrey is so hot right now, the Riddler kind of takes over the picture and maybe even has as much screen time or almost as much as Batman himself. I cannot quite recommend this movie, and yet I do think it's better than the previous one, Batman Returns. It's kind of in that middle area, and as you observed, it doesn't really have any resonance.
No.
It's kind of like it's a 2-hour and whatever it is, 3-minute movie.
A lot of good scenes and no substance.
2 hours and 5 minutes after it starts, you're thinking about something else.
So, Batman Forever was released in 1995. It was directed by Joel Schumacher, and the plot for this one has Batman, this time played by Val Kilmer, facing off against 2 foes: the schizophrenic, horribly scarred former District Attorney Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, as played by Tommy Lee Jones, and the Riddler, played by Jim Carrey, a disgruntled ex-Wayne Enterprises inventor seeking revenge against his former employer by unleashing his brain-sucking weapon on Gotham City's residents. As the Caped Crusader also deals with tortured memories of his parents' murder, he has a new romance with psychologist Chase Meridian, played by Nicole Kidman. So Batman Forever grossed $336 million on a budget of $100 million. So this was a 25% increase compared to the previous movie Batman Returns, and it made over 3 times its budget. And it was the 3rd highest grossing movie of 1995 worldwide, behind Apollo 13 and Toy Story. So ratings wise, it got a 41% fresh Rotten Tomatoes score, a 54 out of 100 critic Metascore on IMDb, and a 32% Rotten Tomatoes audience score, and a 5.4 out of 10 IMDb audience rating. And here's a fact for you related to the movie. So the original cut was 3 hours long and much darker, heavily exploring Bruce Wayne's psyche and guilt. And I know there's been a concerted online effort to get that cut of the movie released over the last 5-6 years or so let's hope it happens. And in summary, loud, excessively busy, and often boring, Batman Forever nonetheless has the charisma of Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones to offer mild relief.
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through.
Special, sir?
McDonald's dynamic $2 dinner deal. A cheeseburger, small fries, and a small Coke, all for a phenomenal $2.
I'd like to see Batman Forever.
No, it's only at Macca's for a limited time.
The dynamic $2 dinner deal. Only after 5 p.m.
So, Paul, do you remember when you first seen Batman Forever?
Yeah, I went to see it in the cinema when it came out. I liked it, very much liked it at the time, and it was a bit more... It was more commercial than Returns. Slapstick as well, which would almost go into the next film. But it's a good film. It's one that I really liked at the time. It's becoming more like the TV series again at this point.
I remember, again, seeing this in the cinema. I think the day it came out, and I remember actually, whenever I went on summer holiday that year, they had it on the plane as well. So I remember watching it on the plane. And yeah, I mean, obviously, I bought the video, the widescreen video, the DVD, the collector's DVD, the Blu-ray, and now the digital 4K version since then. And also bought the soundtrack album, yeah, as you say, which had Seal, U2, Flaming Lips, and such like, and bought the U2 single as well, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me. And I think I'm sure I bought which was really cool, the kind of green Riddler bat logo type thing, which was really, really cool as part of the marketing. That was really good. But yeah, obviously a brighter, less gloomy, kid-friendly, more day-glow take on Batman. And as a movie, yeah, I mean, I remember I liked it at the time, and I still think it's all right. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. It's, you can put it on, and you're mildly entertained for a couple of hours. But I do prefer Burton's kind of more gothic Art Deco style over this. Now, one of the problems I do have with the movie is I could never buy Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne or Batman.
A man's got to go his own way. A friend taught me that.
He's obviously a very, very good actor, very charismatic actor, Val Kilmer. But I think he's just so bland in this. I just think it's a really wooden performance.
Kind of busy.
I'm sorry to bother you, sir. I have some rather distressing news about Master Dick.
What, is he all right?
I'm afraid Master Dick has gone traveling.
He ran away?
Actually, he took the car.
He boosted the Jag?
Not the Jaguar. The other car.
The Bentley?
No, sir. The other car.
And I don't know if that would have been remedied if they had released that longer, a bit more complex cut, where probably a lot more you would see more of the dramatic stuff from him that might have made it a different story. But yeah, I just think he's really, really wooden in this. And I think you've got Jim Carrey, who's just being Jim Carrey, but as the Riddler, but he's a standout. I think he's great fun in it. Joygasm! I actually think Tommy Lee Jones, Oscar winner Tommy Lee Jones, I think wastes his opportunity as Harvey Dent Two-Face by trying to emulate, kind of go toe-to-toe with Jim Carrey and the way Jim Carrey was playing the Riddler.
The Bat's stubborn refusal to expire is driving us insane!
It doesn't suit Tommy Lee Jones. Now, if Tommy Lee Jones had done a Tommy Lee Jones-like performance, that would have been brilliant. That would have been a great foil against the Riddler. So it was a real shame he tried to act in that same madcap style, which didn't suit him at all. And I think it's a shame we don't get to see any of the friendship between Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent in the movie. Obviously, we just know him as Two-Face from the word go, and it is inferred later on that, obviously, I think when near the end of the movie, I think it's Two-Face says to Bruce, "Oh, you were a good friend, Bruce," and so it would have been nice to have seen that, maybe give it a bit more depth. And obviously, we've got another Oscar winner in it, Nicole Kidman, bringing the sass and sexiness as Chase Meridian.
Well, I wish I could say that my interest in you was purely professional.
You're trying to get under my cape, Doctor?
A girl can't live by psychoses alone.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
Who's solid in this as well. And we get Chris O'Donnell, we get Robin for the first time, and he tries to make Robin cool and fails. No, watching someone do their kind of laundry is never going to be cool.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Batman. Hey, so I forgot my suit, all right?
But I did like the way the Grayson family were introduced, and killed off in the movie. I thought that was actually pretty cool. I agree with you about the musical score. I think Elliot Golden Fall is a really good main theme, good soundtrack to the film. Didn't like the kind of main plot though, the MacGuffin, which is the brains, wave stealing thing. That was just too comic book for me. Kind of silly, which I know that's what they were going for, but it's too silly for me.
Nigmatech brings the joy of 3D entertainment into your living room. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you my vision. The box in every home in America, and one day the world.
Another annoying thing in it is at the beginning, the security guard guy stuck in the vault.
Oh no! It's boiling acid!
No. And we do get to see the Batmobile driving up the side of a building, which is pretty cool. So where would you rank the movie? Top, middle, or lower tier Batman?
Middle.
Yeah, I would agree. I would kind of go the lower end of the mid-tier for me. Okay.
I remember Joel Schumacher casting me in that, and he was a really good friend of mine. And he called me up and he said, I want you to be in Batman. I remember going, I wish I had more of a role, though. So, as much as I was in the Batman movie, and it's great being the girl in the Batman movie, I mean, I'm an actor, and you go, gosh, I want more to do. So I would still love to be able to do some sort of superhero movie where I get to do the cool stuff.
Well, it's time for us to get drive through. Before we go, though, we'd love to hear what you think of the movie. Please get in touch, and we'll read out your comments on one of the upcoming shows. And you'll find our contact details in the show description. So the dynamic duo are now together. Two-Face is dead. The Riddler is locked up in Arkham Asylum. And Val Kilmer's already hung up his cape and cowl. What's going to happen next? In the next show, we turn our attention to 1997's much maligned Batman and Robin. George Clooney steps into the bat shoes. Arnold Schwarzenegger is about to make lots and lots and lots of unfunny cold puns. And Uma Thurman is about to have a great time. This is a film I nearly walked out of on first viewing at the cinema, and I'm very much looking forward to discussing it. So be sure to come back for that show on the same Bat channel. Until then, keep trimming.
Trimming the Movie Fat is a Stephen and Paul Nicholson production. We'd love to hear from you. Contact us by voicemail via the Spotify link in the episode description. You can email us at trimmingthemusicfat@gmail.com. Keep up to date with the show and access exclusive content by joining our Facebook group, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and following us on TikTok. You can also check out our website at trimmingthemusicalfat.com. Thanks for listening.
Deep beneath the Gotham City McDonald's, the time has come for the Gotham Glassware Collection. Get all your favorite characters from the movie Batman Forever, including Batman himself and the Riddler, chiseled in high-quality glass. Take a break at McDonald's and collect all four. Just 99 cents each when you buy any McDonald's Extra Value meal or any other food purchase.
Here you are, sir. Batman.
Now I've got him!